This is the Draft Labs ADAM Tournament Series. On blue side, Nestle Pure Life. On red side, H8 Gamers. Nestle Pure Life now 0-1 in this set. H8 Gamers looking to seal the deal on this set by taking it a 2-0 sweep, but some people would say that's a little bit harder to do from red side. We do have our 6 bands in thus far: LeBlanc, Ezreal, and Galio. Taken out by DVD, FNG, OUER, and V12, and YDid taking out Xerath, Varus, and Nidalee. Now, the first lock-in from DVD was, in fact, the Cassiopeia. That's a cool pick, man, and I've always considered Cassiopeia to be a strong champion on this map. I mean, incredibly strong. She's got a lot of great potential to her. She's a decent team fighter. She's got that great disengage from her ultimate. She really brings what a lot of champions require. Her poke isn't too phenomenal, but I think her consistent damage, in similar way to what Urgot brings, her consistent damage is a little bit more... Hey, and there's an Urgot here, too. Her consistent damage is a little bit what makes up for that lack of poke value. So, let's see what... H8 are going to bring in here. We have YDid taking his Corki, and iCandy here, who is subbing in now for... who is iCandy subbing in for? I don't remember, but iCandy is now subbing in for one of the members of H8 Gamers, and he will be, he/she, I'm not sure, will be taking the Urgot. Now, Lissandra and Sejuani hovered over by Nestle Pure Life. I like the Sejuani, man. She has been utilized really well by a team that was very prevalent here in the earlier phases of Season 1 of the Draft Labs ADAM Tournament Series, and that is Team Quicksilver. But Team Quicksilver since then has disbanded and is now out of competition. Which is unfortunate, but they really enjoyed taking the Sejuani pick, and what they would do is they would use Sejuani in combination with other AoE engagers in order to disengage. It was really interesting. Okay, so what they would do is they would take Sejuani with either a really big AoE engager like Wukong or Lissandra or something like that, in very similar fashion to what we're seeing here from Nestle Pure Life, or they would take Sejuani in combination with a Blitzcrank, and what they would do is they would get a pull, and then as the enemy team tried to capitalize and tried to collapse on them after the pull to simply try to start a fight, considering one of their guys got pulled in anyway, then the Sejuani ult would go out and completely disengage the remaining members of the team and isolate the single member of the team who was in fact pulled in, allow them to get that kill easy, and then start a fight off 3 versus 1. And it worked out really well for them quite often. So Sejuani is an interesting pick. She's got a lot of power right now. We've all seen her in Summoner's Rift many times, but I don't think, considering the fact that she's a melee champion and considering the fact that she's kind of an all-in champ, she doesn't really bring as much power as some of the other engagers. So let me get this style stats all filled out again, you guys. We have Lissandra for Ricey Spicy, Sejuani for Fountain DR and X, Blitzcrank now for Is Always There, Only Syndra taking the Alistair. Fairly tanky squad coming out so far from H8 Gaming, or Gamers rather, and Yellow Me taking the Lucian. No true tank busters coming out here, minus the Cassiopeia. So the Cassiopeia building into a Liandry's here against the Alistair and the Blitzcrank and the Urgot is actually going to end up working out well for, in my opinion. But Cassiopeia, not being the most mobile champion in the world, it has a little bit of mobility, but it's very similar to what Sivir brings, where you really have to hit somebody in order to get that extra mobi, is going to have a tough time staying away from the Blitzcrank pulls, away from the Alistair engages, and away from the Urgot ultimate. So we're seeing two teams that are going to have a lot of capacity to kind of go all in and make big engages happen, and I expect this one to be another bloodbath here, but neither team really taking, once again, neither team really taking a standard composition. You can see a 4.56 comp score from Nestle Pure Life and a 4.44 from H8 Gamers. Our style stats, team composition, strength calculator, radar chart is also all filled out, you guys. So you can see that Nestle Pure Life taking quite a larger shape here. Once again, very similar to what we saw in the first match. Very right side heavy. We have Engage, Nuke, and Wave Clear now as their most prominent traits. Disengage is up there as well. So a lot of control here. Tons and tons of control and AoE damage coming out from them. And that's going to be, that actually might be the difference maker here, because you can see how little H8 Gamers have in those stats. Barely any wave clear, not very much burst damage. Their engage is high, their disengage isn't very high, their poke isn't very good, but their siege is excellent. Considering the fact that they have the Corki and the Urgot and the Blitzcrank and the Alistair to all pressure away, all those champions provide good siege stats. It would be the pressure from Blitzcrank and Alistair in combination with the damage and the AD scaling from Urgot and Corki, plus Corki has his bombs to his rockets rather, in order to siege and help take enemy champions away and relieve some of that pressure. But as of right now, in terms of just the charts, man, I think that Nestle Pure Life are looking really good. They have a very linear composition. They can play very aggressively. There's tons and tons of control for them, but they also have great burst damage in combination with the Lissandra and the Lucian. So I'm very, very much looking forward to the way this match is going to end up panning out here. And I didn't get a chance to really look at the band, so I'm going to take another look at them here. We have Ezreal, LeBlanc, and Galio taken out by DVD, Xerath, Varus, and Nidalee. Another Galio band. You know, Galio is kind of an odd one. And Why Did, once again, he's not the kind of player that has been picking up the Galio. The LeBlanc is fantastic because Why Did does tend to go back to the LeBlanc whenever he's put in a situation where he needs to kind of, you know, carry. But in this case, man, LeBlanc was a fantastic band, but Ezreal and Galio, two odd ones for me. Xerath, Varus, Nidalee, good bands from Why Did as well. There's a lot of champions that were left up and left available that both of these teams should have snagged, but neither of them did. So that's what I was talking about earlier, where if you really want to get some good insight on the champions that are going to be strong and how to build your composition, that Howling Abyss champion tier list that we provide for you guys as a resource in order to help you decide which champions are most suited for your team composition is a really, really great tool to decide and to determine how to get those really high-rated compositions here for the Draft Labs tournament series, and the same goes for our open lobby series as well. Then the next thing we're looking at, you guys, is our skin game. Mythic Cassiopeia, taken by DVD, FNG, OUER, and V12. Ricey Spicy, nope, nothing there. Poro Rider Sejuani, gotta love that one. And no skins. That's only 2 skins, man. Mythic Cassiopeia and Poro Rider Sejuani. We have seen an absolutely crazy amount of Poro Rider Sejuani, and we have not seen very much Mythic Cassiopeia. So in this case, I'm going to have to give my skin MVP over to DVD, FNG, OUER, and V12. Congratulations, Gma, man. You've snagged my skin MVP of this game. Well played. GG. GG, GG, GG. Let's see if Nestle Pure Life can take this really, really linear composition they have right now. It's crowd control and AoE damage. That's what they want. That's what they want. Crowd control and AoE burst damage. If they can get it, they should be able to take this game. They also have fantastic wave clear. I mean, they should be able to take that combination of wave clear and AoE crowd control and turn it into a victory. I don't see this squad that was built by H8 Gamers being able to beat out this one that Nestle Pure Life has. I mean, there's very obvious strengths here to Nestle Pure Life's composition. Very obvious. Whereas the only true strength that comes out and is apparent for H8 Gamers is the Blitzcrank. I mean, Blitzcrank is super strong. Blitzcrank can win games by himself. And the fact that they're kind of tanky. You know, that's really all they got. Because their siege isn't really going to happen. They might have great siege stats, but it's not really going to happen. It's always there. He's looking for a pull. He finds one, but it is onto Fountain DRNX. We're early enough in the game where Fountain DRNX can get bursted down. Is, in fact, able to make it either, but Why Did's trying to capitalize. First blood falls in favor of Lissandra. Corki gets the one onto the Sejuani shortly after, so Corki getting taken down, but he does trade it out. Thank goodness for him. He does trade it out for another kill. Well played there by him, and it looks like the AoE damage from Nestle Pure Life wasn't actually sped too well there, but they are picking themselves up a good little bit of early control here with the main range damage for their team getting taken out early. It allows them to move forward and get this wave clear advantage, and a wave clearing squad with a wave clear advantage and a position advantage in the early game is very, very scary, you guys, because they should be able to get these waves cleared out really, really quickly, shove, you know, 6 minions at least, 5 minions at least of every single wave into the enemy turret, and then try to create some sort of advantage from there. That's what we should expect. But will we see it? That's the question. Look at this. They're conceding. They're conceding the early game advantage to the pressure of the Blitzcrank, and that's what he does, man. I mean, you gotta run away from the Blitzcrank if he's running towards you. And that's so unfortunate because the wave clear for Nestle Pure Life now against the pressure of the Blitzcrank is simply just trading out to be even, rather than giving them a nice big early advantage here. As long as they're able to move forward and actually able to aggress onto the minions, then they should be fine. But look at this. Is always there, is applying decent pressure on the Blitzcrank, and the positioning is good, and that's allowing H8 Gamers to actually move forward and contest all of this wave clear. Good job here. Good job from Nestle Pure Life. I really like their composition, man. I really do. This is the type of composition that might be really good post-patch 5.8. Nice AoE damage there from DVD as well. Takes great advantage with Is Always There's pull not being available. Does a really good job of taking advantage of a nice little AoE potential situation there. The heals from Alistair really taken away from the damage, but at least the pressure was placed. Early game going fairly slow. The only bonus and the only advantage now for Nestle Pure Life is that little bit of early, that little bit of first blood gold going over to, I believe it was Ricey Spicy. Yes, it was. There we go. Now as the levels are coming, we're seeing a little bit more of a wave clear advantage and a little bit more respect coming out for the wave clear and the pressure of Nestle Pure Life. But Blitzcrank, he's getting levels as well. Don't forget that, you guys. Blitzcrank is still Blitzcrank. I can't wait until those chroma packs come out, dudes. I know you guys are excited too. Can't wait until that blue Blitzcrank comes out, that black Blitzcrank. Dude, that's going to be so sick. I'm also really excited about the Pool Party Leona chroma pack. Uh-oh, there's a pull onto Yellow Me. There is capitalization. Yellow Me might end up getting taken down here quickly. Somehow he's still alive. Tries to dash out, but still ends up getting taken down. Now DVD exhausted in the backlines, and the tanky members of H8 Gamers are still very healthy. DVD taken low. A lot of AoE damage coming out. Flash forward from the only Syndra. He picks up 1 kill. He might end up falling to the tower here. That is going to be the case, but his team actually end up picking up 2 throughout that tower dive. And that ends as a 3-for-2 trade now in favor of H8 Gamers, and they're going to be able to push their way out back into the enemy turret and hold on to a nice little forward advantage for at least another couple of minutes. Pure Life has to take advantage of Blitz using his hooks and missing that. That hook CD is very important. It's extremely important. And also at the same time, on top of that, the reverse of that would be that H8 Gamers need to, or excuse me, it is always there more specifically, needs to use the Blitzcrank in a manner that does not necessarily put too much pressure on the pulls. It's all about Blitzcrank. The perfect balance for a Blitzcrank player is to be able to apply the pressure of the pull without actually using it. That's the perfect Blitzcrank play. Whereas Is Always There is kind of casting it at any opportunity and is putting it on cooldown quite a bit and actually hasn't been hitting too many great pulls. That one started to fight, that was in their favor, but only slightly. A really, really cool squad being built by Nestle Pure Life here. Nice work, Fountain DRNX. Great job. Great job. Just kind of forcing the Valkyrie out of what I did. Took that bait real easy. Big damage off of that phosphorus bomb as well. The Phos bomb. The P bomb. DVD has been doing really well in the Cassiopeia. I'm expecting a nice big ultimate to kind of chain into... I mean, check this out. A disengaging ultimate from DVD, say after somebody ends up getting pulled or something in like that, and then gets 4 people into the Cassiopeia ultimate. Then that follows into Ricey Spicy going in, either moving into the enemy team in the middle and ulting himself, or ulting one of the priority targets in the middle of the enemy team. That's dealing AoE damage. And then Fountain follows up with an AoE ultimate that stuns everybody else again. And then the whole time Yellow Me was casting his own ultimate to just get burst damage down and get all that stuff done. So that would be so awesome, you guys. And that is just, that's like, it might not happen, but still, it is awesome. And these team fights, one thing that's leaning in favor of Nestle Pure Life for me is that these team fights are so, there's so much time in between that it allows the long cooldowns for Nestle Pure Life to get them back. The thing is that Nestle, whoa, there's a pull, DVD. He's knocked in, knocked up, a nice ulti there from Fountain DRNX, but there really is no capitalization. Ricey Spicy has his ultimate available. Not sure why it wasn't cast. That was really weird. Definitely could have locked someone down and reduced a lot of the damage being dealt there. Yellow Me, looks like Yellow Me is having some connection issues, now getting taken down, maybe typing, maybe something. That's really weird. Yellow Me, not a very good place to be against H8, who already took the first game of the set and are going to be now looking to take the first tower of the second game. Thing is that Nestle hasn't been taken. Uh oh, now Ricey Spicy's in trouble. That might be a dead Lissandra. Flash and barrier now burnt, but there is a tower dive going underneath. Ricey Spicy pops the ultimate onto herself, ends up snagging the kill on Alistair as he was making the dive a little bit too deep. Now Fountain, he's back in the fight, looking for slow, looking for something, doesn't find it though. Ricey Spicy staying alive throughout that, but now low, and now no summoner spells to the Lissandra's name. And summoner spells are fairly important to a Lissandra's kit. There's Yellowme, disconnection. Yellowme needs to make his / her way back as soon as possible if Nestle Pure Life want to keep their chances of winning this game and taking this set. But that last team fight was a perfect example. If DVD hadn't gotten caught out, look at that damage. DVD, single target, isolated damage, beautiful play, and that was a great time for it as well. H8, we're getting a little bit complacent there, a little bit overzealous of the 3 versus 4. And Eye Candy here ends up getting taken down. Solo damage from DVD. Well done. And we did see the reconnect from Yellowme as well, so he's making his way back. DVD looking to start scale into that hyper carry. I keep on wanting to say Cassandra because we have Lissandra and Cassiopeia. We could make like a little like morph champion out of Cassiopeia and Lissandra and call it Cassandra. Or like Lissopia. I think Cassandra sounds better though. DVD, like I said, he's looking to bring that hyper carry Cassandra out. There's a nice pull. Ricey Spicy gets baited into that one. Is always there. Was in fact there once again. That was a beautiful little play. 3-man ultimate into a 4-man ultimate. Eye Candy here. He's left low on health, but this is already a 3 versus 4. Is always there. Is being taken low. Yellowme is still very healthy as well. DRNX has done his job. Now he's back out, and DVD is dealing great consistent damage. This is a great opportunity for a Cassiopeia. There's a double kill. Could turn into a cripple. 1Q, and he's back in the fight. That is the case. Flashback in from only Syndra. That's going to be the death of him. Triple kill for DVD. Beautifully played. That team fight was absolutely worth a replay. That's exactly what we wanted. Look at this. This is exactly what we wanted to happen. Now, Ricey Spicy getting pulled in there was unfortunate, but really should have casted the ultimate onto him. Oops. Really should have casted the ultimate onto himself. Wasn't the case here. There's the 3-man Cassiopeia ultimate into a really nice repositioning into focus damage onto Eye Candy here. And then watch this. Fountain DRNX ultimate right after. 4-man. And then we have Yellowme, who, as I mentioned, has been casting his ultimate the entire time, able to simply select a target. Now, Eye Candy here tries to isolate DVD, but the focus damage just isn't there, unfortunately. DVD flashes out. Now is dealing great damage to Is Always There, gets the first kill, and with that first kill being taken, Yellowme and DVD so healthy. Fountain DRX makes his way out. Yellowme is getting taken low. I believe doesn't end up falling here as the flash. Oh, no, it does end up falling, but as I mentioned, this is the perfect opportunity for a Cassiopeia. 3 low health members and full health Cassiopeia can just take this no matter, or can take that fight anywhere. 3 versus 1, and this was the mistake. Only Syndra flashing back in. I mean, that was weird. Was looking for some sort of headbutt back into the turret, I assume, but ended up getting it, cast the Q a little bit too late. Well played. Well played. Nestle Pure Life come out on top, and Cassiopeia, truly the hyper carry we were looking for. But the question is, will a fight like that, fights like that rather happen more often, where we have those ultimates chained together so incredibly well? I'm not sure. It's tough to say. I don't think so, but they might. I don't think they're going to have... there's going to be one team fight here that's lost. There's going to be one team fight here that's lost by Nestle Pure Life because they don't chain those together, and they think they're going to. But at the same time, if they're able to do it 3 out of 4 times throughout this match, they should be in a good spot. That was a beautiful team fight there from Nestle Pure Life, man. That's absolutely wonderful to watch. Now, DVD in a nice position, should be able to 1v1 Eye Candy here pretty easily. He's only a little bit tanky. Nice flash pull in there from Is Always There. Ends up taking out Yellowme right off the bat. Now, 4 versus 3. That's that pick potential from the Blitzcrank. And with this kind of tanky-oriented squad with great siege, they should be able to push in, bully their way, and body their way in underneath this tower and take it. First tower of the game falls in favor of H8 Gamers. Nice engage from only Syndra. He's actually doing some decent damage on this champion. Ricey Spicy forced out of the ultimate onto himself. Is Always There, not quite able to capitalize, but still looking for a pull. And that's Ricey Spicy basically shut down at this point. Same goes for DVD. Not very much health left on this Cassiopeia. Or the Lissandra. Nice pull on a Fountain DRNX. Ends up throwing down the engage there. Nice ultimate, just a disengage, but only Syndra's on the backlines already making a tower dive. Fountain DRNX, he gets the nice 3-man ultimate, but there's no capitalization there. Triple kill for only Syndra as he's built himself into a very damage-oriented Alistair build. Yellowme disconnecting once again, and That's extremely unfortunate. Finally a reconnect, but that is just so unfortunate. Disconnecting right before that fight started, leaving your team in a 3 versus 4 against this tanky tower dive squad. That's another thing they can do, you guys, is tower dive extremely well. They're going to snag a second turret off of the single push. Yellow Me with these connection issues has been so difficult. Oh my goodness. I say difficult, but really has been so easy to kill, but it's probably made it so difficult for Nestle Pure Life to be able to make a comeback here, man. They have such a great composition. They have such a great look to them, but with disconnects coming in from Yellow Me every so often, they've lost 1 tower, 2 towers, and possibly even an inhibitor here off of 1 push. There's the disconnect again. Now Ricey Spicy pulled in. Does get a beautiful little knock-up there, little isolation damage there with the snares. They are going to pull a kill, and they haven't lost their inhibitor quite yet. Good defense there. Now it's a 3-on-3. They should be able to take this one. DVD moving forward onto YDid. YDid, he's looking for his Valkyrie out. Does he have it? Tough to say. It doesn't look like that's the case. But he still ends up making his way out of there nonetheless. Nice engage from Ricey Spicy, but an instant counter from Only Syndra. Ricey Spicy left low, gets taken out. Only Syndra. The Sheen proc is too much. Now DVD still not focused down, but there needs to be more consistent damage. Ulti from I forget what that champion is called, but the ulti from Eye Candy here swaps DVD out and then forces DVD into a very tough situation. Still ends up getting the kill from the poison, but this turns out now as a it actually ended up as a 3 for 3 at the end there in favor of Nil. My goodness. Actually a 3 for 4 if you include Yellow Me, but only kind of a 3 for 4. Really a 3 for 3. DVD on his Cassiopeia has absolutely been carrying this game. Absolutely been carrying this game on the back. Putting this game on his back. Yellow Me, oh my goodness, another connection issue. Yellow Me just absolutely not faring well here. You can see he is always there, leaving Yellow Me there available, but it's Only Syndra. Only Syndra is not going to fall for that one. I think his Always There was doing a very noble thing right there to leave Yellow Me just kind of standing there, but Alistair, he gets punished out for focusing the AFK champion, for using the BM. That's what happens when you use BM in Style Labs. You get killed. You don't get what you were looking for. Fountain. Bad positioning. Gets capitalized on by YDid. There's another disconnect from Yellow Me. Big connection issues here from the side of Nestle Pure Life. And H8 Gamers looking to capitalize in order to take the victory by default, basically. And they are going to be taking this inhibitor 14 minutes in. It's a much later inhibitor than most would expect. I'm surprised Lysandra didn't capitalize on that. With the ultimate available from him and DVD, I'm actually extremely surprised that there was no capitalization from there, from Lysandra. The ultimate is available from Eye Candy, but it would have been a 3v3. If I'm not mistaken, it would have been a 3v3. Now the members of H8 Gamers are regrouping and looking to make their final push. Flash forward from Eye Candy here. Ulti is DVD, but he has the flash as well to kind of try to counter it out. Should be able to. Whoa, pops the ultimate. Only ends up getting 2. Eye Candy here still being isolated. And with both of those ultis down onto the sort of kind of tanky Urgot, without really getting anything from them, it's going to leave Nestle Pure Life at quite a disadvantage. DVD, he's going to need to make some big, put his carry pants on here. No ultis available now for the side of Nestle Pure Life, while we have quite a few available for H8 Gamers. That means Blitzcrank, Alistair, and Corki. All of those ultimates available. I mean, Corki's always going to be available, but still. Fountain is back. Ricey Spicy's low. Fountain makes his engage onto YDid. A nice ultimate there to isolate YDid, but the damage there is too much onto DVD, FNG, OUER, and V12. He falls. Now Fountain being isolated down. Fountain being focused down. Doesn't end up falling, thank goodness, but only Syndra pops the ultimate. Now's a great time for a tower dive. I mean, you have the ultimate up. You might as well make it. You're not going to go for it. Yellow Me disconnects again. Oh, no. Yellow Me. Oh, no. That's so painful to watch, you guys. So incredibly painful to watch. Nice kill there for YDid, and that might be GG, you guys. H8 Gamers might be able to take this game off of that kind of slight little ace. DVD making his way back in, but I don't see a 1 versus 4 scenario here for a Cassiopeia. Now H8 Gamers flash from is always there, looking to seal the deal here. Nice ulti from DVD, cancels the ulti from Eye Candy here. That might be the opportunity, but Eye Candy, a nice Zonius as well. Eye Candy still has some decent damage, might be able to pick up that kill. That is in fact the case. And as Fountain actually gets a solo kill on the Cork in the bottom side, Eye Candy here should be able to end this game. Ricey Spicy back in the fight. Does get some isolated damage. Eye Candy still looking to end the game. They need to end this one right now. Ricey Spicy still making a good name for himself and getting a decent bit of damage down, but only Syndra plenty tanky to be able to end this game, and it looks like this is in fact going to be GG for H8 Gamers. Congratulations to him. Only Syndra. These guys haven't gotten the memo. There we go. Congratulations to H8 Gamers. They take this set in a 2-0 sweep. And yeah, this game was a little bit painful to watch, and it was painful to watch because of the disconnects, man. I mean, there was some really beautiful plays and some really beautiful potential from the composition that was built by Nestle Pure Life here. But they, in combination with the disconnects and being down and getting Blitzcrank picked, they weren't quite able to capitalize. They had that one play that was highlight worthy in my opinion. Just so much control. The entire enemy squad just left to kind of sit there and not be able to do anything. That was just really cool to watch, but they weren't able to do it more often than just once. So that's unfortunate. And congratulations to H8. They take their first set ever here in the. No, excuse me. I can't. Unfortunately, I can't Fountain replay that last death, but. H8 take their first win ever here in the Draft Labs ADAM tournament series, and they pull out their first set as well. So congratulations to them, and a special thanks to Nestle Pure Life for once again joining us here in the Draft Labs ADAM tournament series for a set. Thanks again, you guys. GG.